is The Meanie Bug and Other Silly Creatures. The other 4 books, which are in draft form, have not gone to print yet for a variety of reasons. The Storygenie Enterprises launch, which was back a few years ago and was doing really wonderful for us at the time, was crashed because our Duncan the Giant, who was my music partner Karen's husband, became unexpectedly ill and passed away at the tender age of 50. And it shelved the whole experience for a while. So the other 4 books in the Silly series are written but not yet published. The Meanie Bug and Other Silly Creatures is, however, published. It's actually becoming collectible because there's only 1,500 of them in the world, and they're all hardback with super glossy covers and gold leaf in the lettering and full color glossy pages. So they are getting to be collectible. And until we get the other 4 books published, those are all there are. So people should snag them up. They're on eBay. But in terms of other things, I've written, other things as well. And I've written 300 TV scripts for paying clients and 3 screenplays that I've sold off for paying clients as works for hire, things like that. I've written a lot. But the things that inspired me, going back to the children's universe, are the things that complexly, if that's such a word, challenge children. Where the Sidewalk Ends, for example, by Shel Silverstein. Awesome. Just an awesome book. The Giving Tree, again, by Shel Silverstein. Fantastic book. Morris Sendak's Where the Wild Things Are. Oh, there's just, they're the classic books that just do amazing things for children. They're not easy. They're not easy to read. They require a lot of attention, a lot of concentration, and it's a fabulous effect for children. And it not only gives them all the word power that we're talking about, but it also stretches the vistas of their imagination. And that is what we want for our children. That's what we want. We want them to have amazing imaginations, but we also want them to be able to express themselves and communicate in amazing ways. And that's strictly the power of words. So that's what I'm all about.
Well, that's awesome. So I know you said you're working on a radio show of the Storygenie, but was this also going to be on TV? And if so, what days and times are you working on getting these shows out there so my listeners can watch you?
Well, first of all, we've got some different things online. If people go to Patreon/Storygenie, patreon.com/Storygenie, they'll see a lot of things we have in the works. If they go to my website, which is newly remodeled and adorable, I might say, go to storygenie.com, you'll see different things that we're working on. There's an animated TV special for Christmas that we are in early stages upon, but it's adorable and people will love it, and we hope that it'll become a great Christmas classic they'll watch on television year after year. There are other books in the works for children, TV content that we're talking to distributors about and producers about. We had been in conversations with Spin Master up in Canada who does Paw Patrol, and they gave us some great mentoring. Unfortunately, their market is much younger than what I skew to. I'm looking for kindergarten and older, and they're kind of in that 3-year-old preschool and pre-kindergarten and pre-preschool age group. But they gave me a lot of great information, and they liked some of the work that we had very much. So we're in a very developmental stage right now. The radio station program, the podcast program will go out shortly. It's going to be going on, and it's going to be fun. There'll be original music on it and original stories and original fun guests that pertain to the stories and the subject matter. There's one about pets and animals that are dog-like but really aren't dogs, and other types of pets. That's one episode. There's another episode that's all about food and kids' attitudes and imaginations when it comes to food. We'll have a chef that is known as Eddie Spaghetti. He'll be on. There are subjects that will delight and entertain children, but they'll also get some education in there too that'll be fun for them to know. For example, on the food episode, I talk a little bit about the kinds of food that are around the world and what a staple is. So kids can understand when they hear that a food is a staple in another country, what that means is it's very basic food that they have a good quantity of that helps sustain their life. It may not be fancy. It may not be gourmet. It may be rice. It may be wheat. It may be corn. So kids will learn things about other worlds than their own and other countries than the USA, which is always great to spread their horizons and broaden their knowledge.
Ah, that's great to know. So I like to ask my guests a question for my pod deck, card deck, and this one's very interesting, and I think you'll be very interested to know. If you had a personal mascot, what would it be, Jeannie?
If I had a personal mascot? A personal mascot. Now, are you thinking about one that would be emblematic of me, or
yeah, your own personal mascot? Like who would represent you? Like bring out your best. Like it could be Daffy Duck. I don't know.
Who would represent me? It would probably be a juggling clown. A juggling clown. It doesn't have to be an animal, right?
No, it could be anything.
Everything. Everything. It would be juggling. It was a juggling clown, and it would be juggling TV. It would be juggling a computer screen for streaming. It would be juggling a radio for traditional radio. It would be juggling a book. It would be juggling comic books. It would be juggling artwork. It would be juggling song instruments and singers. And imagine a really big clown juggling really big things. That would be my mascot.
Oh, I could truly see this, like this clown juggling. And this can actually be one of your little animated things they could do with the Storygenie, with like the little clown coming out and juggling everything and just saying, we'll be right back.
Yes.
So if anyone knows,
take your pick.
I was going to say, so if anyone wants to help Jeannie Cochran with this is a great idea. So
well, and Storygenie, if you go online, you can go to storygenie.com. But you can also go to my Facebook page, which is Storygenie Corcoran, Corcoran. And if you put in those two words, Storygenie, one word, Storygenie, Corcoran, Corcoran, Storygenie Corcoran. Put that in on on Facebook, Go on Facebook and you'll see the costumes. You'll see some of the characters from the TV show when we were on the air before Duncan the Giant passed away. And you'll see that Storygenie's outfit is very much a cross between a genie in a bottle and a clown. So the colors, the brightness, the boldness for the delight of children. Storygenie is really a genie in a clown outfit, more or less.
That's awesome. I love it. And that's why you did the whole clown juggling. I get that. So,
yes.
And is there any other information that you want to give out there to my listeners? I know you gave Facebook and anything else like that, but did you want to have them contact you by phone or website or anything else, or email that you want them to, reach out to you if they have any ideas for like any stories, or if they want to be part of the show or something like that?
Absolutely, absolutely. If they go to storygenie.com, they'll see a button that says contact us, of course, like so many websites. And they click on that, and they can fill in their name and their email and their message, and they can send me a message that says, I've got a great idea, or I've got a funny song, or I've got a joke I want to tell, or I want a picture that I want to see shown, and get that to us. And as soon as we do get an online streaming visual content going, which we're working on, they'll be included. And even if we haven't gotten that far yet, they can contribute singing a song. They can contribute telling a joke, and we will put that into Storygenie and Friends podcasts that will go around the world. We'll put that onto our podcasting radio program through Society Bites Radio. So they can contribute. They can also be a guest. We can have them as a guest, and they can call in and talk to Storygenie for a couple of minutes and find out what they're doing and why our listeners would be interested, that kind of thing. But basically, they can go to storygenie.com, see more about what I do, use the Contact Us screen to get in touch with me, and it shows right on there what my email is. And it's very simple, Genie@storygenie.com, GENIE@storygenie.com.
All right.
And
well
get in touch. But, visit Patreon. Visit the Patreon site as well. There's a click-through link on there, because all artists of all kinds, including the Storygenie, all artists need support. They need people that believe in what they're trying to do. And that's what Patreon is all about. I'm looking for people that believe in the mission of literacy and language and communication skills and the power over words for children, and helping me do that. So they can help me there.
Yes,
and I'll send them a Beanie Bug book.
There you go. And we'll have to wrap this up now, but thank you for being on my show, Genie Cochran. I want to have you on again sometime soon, but I can't wait to start watching and learning and listening to Storygenie. But other than that, thank you for being my guest.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you so much. And for all your listeners, thanks for listening to Joe. He's a great guy.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.